Hey guys, welcome back to this lecture, Docker Daemon. So, in the previous lectures, we have taken the example where we have used the exporters, which were external exporters, and we have used them to monitor our services. Now it's time we take an example of the service which automatically gives you the Prometheus metrics. You do not need to use any external exporter for that. Okay, so here we will talk about Docker Daemon, which by itself exposes those metrics in the Prometheus format. The only thing you need to do is you need to specify a flag while starting the Docker daemon. So let us quickly jump onto the demo and we will see how we can get that. So on the screen you can see this is my Prometheus server, okay, where my container is running. So what we need to do, we need to check from where the Docker daemon is getting the configuration. Okay, so let us quickly check the status of Docker daemon and let's see which file it is using. So it is using this user lib docker service file. Let me copy it. Let us quickly go inside this file. Okay, now here in the execute start, so this is the command it is running to run the Docker daemon. Okay, so it is using the containerd socket. These are the options and storage options which are getting appended. Now what we need to add here to expose the metrics, Prometheus metrics available. So the string or the flag is hyphen hyphen metric hyphen addr, that is address. So we need to specify the metric address where we want to expose the metric. Okay, so here I've given the address as well along with the port. Okay, so this is the flag you need to pass to Docker daemon while starting the service, and as soon as the Docker daemon will come up, it will start exposing your Docker metrics. So let me save it here. Let us reload the daemon so that it takes the changes which we made in the service file. Now let us restart the Docker service. Okay, let us check the status now. If Docker service is running fine. Okay, it is running fine, and also metrics API listening on 127.0.0.1.9323. Now this metrics API is enabled when we have added that flag to the Docker process, and you can see that flag here as well. Okay, so now it's time we validate the matrices which we are getting on this port. So let us quickly do curl http localhost 9323 and then the path. Okay, so this is really good list of metrics which we are getting. These are swarm related metrics. Before that we have prom http metrics. Okay, process OpenFDS, logger, go threads. Let us scroll up and see what others we have. etcd related metrics we are getting. Okay, we have Docker daemon related engine daemon, host info, function seconds, bucket. These are the different metrics which we are seeing here. Also we should see the number of containers kind of metrics as well. So engine Docker daemon health check, that's fine. I'm looking for a specific metric. Yes, this is the one. Okay, engine daemon container states container. In pause state there are 0 containers, in running state there are 0, and in stopped state there are 15. So let us validate if it is true or not. Let us check running, there is 0. Let us check stopped, there are 15. So you can count these. So we can count it using wc-l. Let's say 16 is showing, and the 16th, the one row is the header row, so we will ignore it. So total 15 records we are getting for the stopped containers. Okay, so this means this matrices are correct. Now it's time we modify the Prometheus YAML file to scrape these metrics. Okay, prometheus.yaml. Now we create one more target here. I will give the job name as Docker daemon. Okay, static config I will give again. Now in the targets I will specify the IP and port number. create the port here 9323. I'll close it in the double quotes. Okay, now save it. Now it's time we start the Prometheus container. So as we restarted the Docker daemon, so it has stopped all the containers which were running earlier. So now I'll start the Docker daemon Prometheus container from here. So this was which was exited 8 minutes ago. So let us start it. Okay, what I'm getting now, Prometheus container is running. Let us go to targets. Let's see if we have added the new job here. Okay, Docker daemon is up here. Let us see the metrics. Okay, we are getting the connection refused here, so we need to troubleshoot it. Okay, so my exception is saying connection refused. That means there is some network communication issue. Okay, so there is some communication issue between Prometheus and my Docker daemon, the endpoint where the metrics are exposed. Okay, so first of all, let us try to telnet on this port and IP from the host. IP is copied here. Okay, the connection is refused here. That's great. Now it makes sense. If you remember, when I added or modified the Docker daemon configuration file or service file, so we have given the IP address there 127.0.0.1. That was the loopback IP address. So let us do one thing. Let us check what is the address on which this process is listening. Okay, so here you can see this particular process or PID 3576 only listening on 127.0.0.1:9323 port number. So if you will try to access this port on any other IP, so it will refuse your connection. So let us quickly do one thing. Let us go into our service file again and let's modify that Docker and change the address over there. Let us go to the service file. Okay, in the loopback address, let us give 0.0.0.0. Okay, so on this host, any IP it can be called. Now, let us reload our daemon. Now, let us restart our container service, that is Docker daemon. Sorry. Okay, now let us first validate whether Docker is up or not. Okay, it is up and running. Now the address I'm seeing is 0.0.0.9323. Let us again start on this port. Okay, now it is listening on this port at any address within this instance network. Okay, now it's time we start the Docker Prometheus container. Docker restart. Where is my Prometheus container? Here it is. Or I'll start it, not restart it. Okay, now let us refresh it. Okay, let the state change and let us see what it results. Okay, so our Docker daemon is up now. Okay, that's great. So now my Prometheus is able to resolve this particular endpoint. Now it's time we visualize these metrics related to Docker daemon in our Prometheus expression browser. So let us check for the container string if we have any. Okay, so we want to check this metric. Let us execute it. There are three aspects of this metric. There are three time series for this metric, and these three are differentiated based on the state: running, pause, and stop. If you see the running, there is only one container that is in running state, 14 are in stopped, and 0 is in paused. Okay, so now the metrics are coming in my expression browser, means data is coming fine in Prometheus, and we are good with the Docker daemon monitoring. So this particular implementation is useful when you are running your applications in the Docker containers and you want to monitor your Docker daemon if it is misbehaving because of any reason, and you want to troubleshoot that. So this will be helpful. So this was about this lecture. I will see you in the next lecture. Thank you.